Good afternoon, YouTubers. Tsquare with Tsquare Talk. So, I stopped at the bank today, and here's the deal. Anytime I go to the bank to cash a check, to take out some cash, to do something, I always have to ask them, usually, do they have any customer wrapped rolls of nickels or pennies? I then got talking to a customer, and I had said, yeah, I used to do the 50-cent pieces, but there's such a shortage on everything. A lot of banks don't want to deal with the 50-cent pieces anymore. And they said, well, we got 3 rolls that someone turned in. So here's the deal. I took them and I said, you know what? I'll take the 3 rolls too. Even though I'm thinking, I'm just going to open them, throw them in my glove box, and then end up basically buying drinks or whatever I buy with them, just having them there. And then the nickels I go through and put up, and the pennies I'll put up. But I opened up one of the rolls, and right off the bat, I found a silver $50. And I was like, and I said, I'm stopping. Set everything back up. And I said, I'm going to wait until I get home and do this. So here's the deal. A lot of people don't realize that you can still find silver $50. It's rare. You're not going to go buy a box. We've opened up a lot of boxes on the channel. We have found a lot of them for free. However, you're not going to find tons. Now, 2 of these rolls, I have no idea what's in them. One of them, I know there's at least one in there. It could be a bust. But what I want to put out is that you can find silver. Now, if you're a collector or a stacker, some people will save pennies, but they're looking for the copper pennies that were prior to 1982 because copper is a metal that's going up in value. So people will save them. Now, I know right off the bat, someone's going to say, well, you can't melt them down. So what does it matter? You can't melt down legally silver quarters and silver dimes either, but yet people still buy them. They still hold them. They still save them. Same thing will soon happen with, I believe, copper pennies. It's already happening. I see some big websites selling copper pennies at 2-3 cents because they know the copper has the value. Nickels, no one's done that yet with nickels that I've seen. If someone's seen that, let me know. But nickels are a metal, and it's a metal in short supply. The nickel is made up of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Both of which are going up drastically. So it's just going to be a matter of time before we have to go digital. We'll get rid of all the change. You won't be able to coin hunt anymore. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to open these up in front of you. I'm only going to do the $50 because it's not really much exciting on these or these. It's rare you're going to find much. I'm super excited because I don't know what's going to be in the other 2 rolls. However, where I've already seen something, I'm expecting that the person that turned these in only knew 64 and earlier. So those of you that don't know, 64 is when silver stopped in quarters, dimes, and $50. But, I'm saying but, in 65, they ended up doing 40% silver halves. And this could be a bust. I may only have one, the one that I had seen. But, yeah, because right off, I'm not seeing much here. So, and that's what you're going to find a lot of. Nothing. You're not going to find many. There's an 80, so that's junk. I'll kind of go through and then I'll keep talking right after. Bicentennial, that's junk. 80, 74, bicentennial, 79, bicentennial, 84, 74, 71, 93, 94, 80, bicentennial, 95, 94, 80, 74, 70, oh, and my 67. And that was the ender that I had seen right on the end. I had high hopes that I was going to be like loaded with them, but here's the thing. This is still melt value like $4.25 right now, or $4. So you can't really go wrong getting it for 50 cents. The rest of these I will just throw in my car, and if I go and buy anything, well, boom, I'll have something. That ain't to say that there's not going to be anything else in the other ones. That was the 67 that I had seen earlier, and then I was like, I'm going to put them back in. Now, these and these I pretty much hold. I don't take the time to go through these. I just kind of put them up. The nickels I kind of hold. The pennies, sometimes I will trade them out with another collector and get some different stuff, and he searches them. I'm really hoping we're going to get some stuff. I mean, I'll just take a couple more than 40%ers would be nice. Whoa. That was probably... So, there's not going to be silver, but look at that. Those look like... very nice. Very nice. Like someone was saving them. Or busted open a lot of sets. 84, 93, 86. Darn, those almost look like proofs. 84. Someone had to have busted open some sets. 2001. I mean, look at the edge on them. They're all shiny and new. 92. Either somebody was a coin roll hunting. 90. 2002 NIFC. 84. Or they did what I do. 2002, and they had been saving them, and now I'm at the point 86 where I'm cleaning out some of the miscellaneous stuff. And they might be doing that. But I can't imagine why they would have put that in there. If they've been coin roll hunting and they didn't notice that, that's bad. That's a bad coin hunter. Yeah, these are all really newer, nicer condition. Not proofs, but in very good condition, I think. So, I don't know what the reasoning was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's nice. Wow. Come on. Doesn't sound like silver. Sounds like something's loose though in there, so maybe we'll get lucky. Silver coins tend to be wore down more, it seems like, so I'm hoping. We're going to probably know fairly quick, and nothing. It was just a one-off. 81, yep. 90, 81, 81. I know there's no silver, but I am looking to see what years are in here. 81. Looks like someone was saving the better condition one. 72, 81, 81, 89, 87, 90. And to be honest, all these I will probably just go and continue on what I was going to do with them and just spend them, except I'll keep the one silver one. 2002. I may keep the twos. I don't know. 89. But we're going to get back to what I wanted to tell you guys about. So what's important to take away from this, even though it wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be, that's why I stopped and wanted to open them at home on camera, is that you can still find silver. It's not pure 90% silver, but it is a 40% silver coin. Now, I know this is not Michael C's favorite. I joke with a lot of you guys because you guys are like family, and I really wanted to do this because Jennifer said that, you know, she's newer to the coin thing. But has always done a little bit of prepping. And so I think coins are an important part of prepping. And the reason being is your food supplies, your protection, that's the stuff that's going to get you through the crisis that's coming. However, the silver and the gold that you bring in with you, that's after the crisis. This will help you. Maybe you can trade this for, I don't know, a couple boxes of pasta if you need something. Maybe you run out of chicken bouillon and someone has some and you're like, hey, I'll give you a silver coin for it. You'll be able to do that. But any silver or gold that you have after the dollar collapses or the hyperinflation is going to help you out afterwards. It's what you're going to take into the new system. And if you really don't believe that, look at Venezuela right now. Venezuela, they've been having a hard time getting food and stuff. If you had food, well, you were fine. But now they're starting to do haircuts and stuff for people with like little pieces of flakes of gold, or we're talking flakes. We're not even talking grams. We're talking flakes, or little tiny pieces of silver, just different stuff. They're using this as money. Now, I understand you can't eat this, but it does hold value. It's silver, and it's something you can take later on. So I'm pretty excited. It's only one, but hey, one is a profit, essentially. That's about a $3.75 profit right there. So pretty cool on that. I probably won't bother opening up the rolls of nickels. The nickels are more just hanging on to them for right now to see what happens. We're seeing metals all go up on crate like crazy. I think it's just a matter of time before something gives and we see some sort of a major currency event. What do I mean by major currency event? Let's say a digital dollar rollout, maybe. Let's say an overnight thing where they just come out and say, you know what, we're reevaluating gold. It takes one statement to change the game. And if you don't believe that, look what happened in Russia. One statement from the U.S. saying we're sanctioning them, and you saw the ruble get destroyed. One statement from Putin saying we are now accepting gold for any of our resources, and that's all we're accepting, gold or the ruble. And all of a sudden, the ruble was back on top where it was. By on top, I mean back up there, right where it was before. So understanding these things tells me, you know, there's a lot of different ways this can go down. Now, I understand some people will say pennies. Look at the time you spend to go through these to separate out the copper from the zinc. Right off the bat, I can tell that's copper, zinc. Some of them, like this one, you'd have to look at the date and make the decision. But it's all right. I mean, I don't have to go through them right now. They can just sit there. I mean, what is this? This is $10 right there. I mean, if I need the money, I can spend it. Or I can skim through it and put the copper to the side, put the other one and deal with it later. Or I can pass it off to a friend, subscriber, and work a trade with him when I get a bunch of them, and bam, then he'll go through them and look through them. And by trade, you know, I'll work out something where maybe I'll get, you know, some deals on some silver coins or some junk silver, maybe some 40%ers. He knows I like 40%ers. A lot of people don't like them. I do. I love them because people don't understand that the premiums right now, there's no real premium on this. You're buying these almost a little over spot, and you know, I mean, you're golden, and you can still find them for free. I mean, when you think about it. So I need to get back in the habit of asking, but I have stopped because, quite frankly, I just haven't been finding much, and that's it. And then with nickels, like I said, you know, it's a great way to build a stack for very little money. You don't need to be rich to build up a stack. A lot of people think, oh, it just costs so much money. I don't make much money, or times are tough. I mean, my theory on that, you could go mow someone's lawn probably and make enough money to pick up an ounce of silver, a generic ounce, not no fancy American Eagle. You can, you know, there are a lot of little opportunities, but when you're understanding, if you're don't have a lot of extra money floating around, then targeting 40%, I think, is the way to go. Just buying rolls and then going through them. My hands are dirty from gardening. I keep showing my hands and I'm looking at them like, ugh. But, you know, it kind of gives you an opportunity to still pick up some silver at some, you know, cheap price. So with that being said, I thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys are still stacking. I hope you guys are still prepping, finding ways to grow a garden and just make yourself a little bit more self-reliant. And I think you're going to do pretty awesome if you are more preparing. So I've been tailoring a lot more of my videos lately to preparing, because I really do believe some bad stuff is coming down the pipeline for us. And bad stuff does not mean the end of the world. It just means economy-wise, you know, things are not looking good. So with that being said, I thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that thumbs up button. Please hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And most importantly, leave me a comment, because I love reading y'all's comments to hear what you guys think about what's going on. So thanks for watching, everybody, and y'all have a great day. Take care.